Hi, I'm Joe Cunningham with your air conditioning company, and I want to thank you for joining me today in part 2 of our 5-session series to discuss what causes our company to get the most no heat calls in the winter. And that, just like we mentioned in our last video, is the 5 gas furnace parts that need to be serviced and cleaned regularly so your furnace won't fail and stop heating your home. Now in session 1, we discussed the air filter and just how devastating it can be to your system if you don't keep the filter cleaned and changed regularly. And how if you ignore the filter, it can lead to heating breakdowns and costly repairs. And today, we're going to talk about the second of the 5 things that you must inspect, clean, and maintain. And that's the combustion chamber. Now your combustion chamber is right here. The combustion chamber of the furnace has to be opened and inspected by a professional and checked for accumulation of soot, which is an indicator that the burners are improperly firing or the air-fuel mixture is wrong. Now, if there's soot present, the burner assembly must be cleaned and the gas pressure at the gas valve and airflow for combustion has to be checked and it may need to be adjusted. Failure to do this could result in the furnace not going through the heating process and causing a service call from a technician. Now, while that chamber is open, your burner assembly, which looks just like this, should be pulled and checked to make sure that the burners are operating correctly and burning cleanly, so no excess carbon monoxide is being formed during the burning process. If the burner assembly is found to be corroded, corrective action has to be taken as well, and the burner ports in here has to be cleaned of all the corrosion, because if there's too much corrosion at the end of these tubes, it can cause the openings to close and the burner's going to fail, which won't let it ignite, and it'll cause you to have no heat in your home. And if that occurs, a technician's going to have to be called to come to your house and remove and clean these burners or replace them if they're so badly corroded that they no longer burn cleanly. Now, if you can't source matching burners, it may result in a really costly furnace repair. Now, after the chamber is cleaned, a flue gas analysis using a specialized meter should be taken to make sure the system is burning correctly and cleanly, and that there's no excess carbon monoxide being formed. And if deadly carbon monoxide is being emitted from the furnace past the prescribed level, you need to have that furnace shut down until the entire furnace can be inspected, including the heat exchanger for any cracks or severe rusting. Now, as we mentioned in our session 1, your furnace is a very safe and reliable fixture in your home. But as you can see from today's session, there's some really important parts contained in your burner chamber, and it's important to have these parts inspected, cleaned, and serviced before cold weather comes by a professional so it won't break down and leave you out in the cold. So please, get the things we're discussing checked out before the cold weather really sets in. If you have a company that you love, give them a call. Or if you'd like us to come out and check your furnace for you, we would consider that an honor and a privilege. And again, thanks for joining us on this video. And if we can do anything for you at all or answer any questions, please give us a call at 281-LOVE-AIR. Thanks. Looking forward to seeing you again soon.